What up guys, today I'm doing another Overwatch video, and in this video I'm going to talk about Mei, and I'm going to talk about her primary weapon and her abilities and how to use them when you're playing the game. Now this isn't for experts at the game, this is just for new players to Overwatch or people just wanting to have a better understanding of this character before playing a game with this character. Alright, this is Mei right here, and I'm just going to go over some characters Mei might have trouble playing against, but for the most part, I think Mei's really an underrated character that can really be really good in ranked matches or even pro leagues. Hanzo can cause, a lot of damage to her, so you want to watch out for her, for him. And Junkrat, the same deal. He can get you at a distance, even up close. He's dangerous just because of his mines. Then Widowmaker, same thing for a distance. And then any tank, really, just because they take so much damage. And even though her secondary shot on her primary does a lot of damage, it still can take a while to take down some of these tanks. So, against a good tank, you're probably going to have a lot of trouble with taking them down. And then a Reaper, again, he does a lot of damage up close, and then a Tracer is just hard to track sometimes. Other than that, she's pretty decent against every other player. So these are Mei's weapons. She's got a short range spray that freezes characters, and then a long range icicle launcher that does a lot of damage. And then her ultimate is the Blizzard, where she throws this device out that freezes everything in a circle within a certain radius, but it's really hard to use. And then she has a cryo-freeze that heals her, which is really good, and then the ice wall as well, where she can block incoming damage or get away from people or trap people trying to get away from her. So that's her abilities. So right here, I'm just going to show you her primary and her secondary shots and her abilities. This is her, primary shot where it freezes characters. So, you have to be pretty close up to, freeze a character. And then, what you want to do is use her secondary ability to take them out after you freeze them. This is one of her abilities, building up an ice wall, so you can block incoming damage if you want to. Or, what a good Mei does is she puts the wall behind the character that's trying to escape so she can freeze them. And then this is her other ability, her cryo-freeze, which heals her, which is really good as well. Then I'm just showing you right here her icicle range and the amount of damage it does to at least these robots. Now, every character in the game can take, certain amount of damage that's not quite equal to the robots in the practice room. But I'm just showing you right here the range of her secondary fire, which is really strong in my opinion. And then as well, I'm going to show you her ultimate. And I will say Mei's ultimate is really hard to use, just because most people see it coming and are able to escape it. But right there, I'm just showing you how it works. Alright, so let's get into some gameplay right here. Now, this is the Temple of Anubis, and I really like her, especially for this first part of the map. I think Mei can be pretty good on any map or any game type, but you just gotta know how to play her. So what I usually like to do is, when I get up here, I put up an ice wall, and then I go left. And right when I go into this room, I look for Symmetra's turrets, or Symmetra herself, because usually she's set up on the right side or on defense, and then the left side on offense. And then once I come over here, I put an ice wall just in case anyone died. They can't really get in until that ice wall comes down. And you can see she's really good against a Widow up close. And then with the Junkrat, he grabbed me, and then I went into my cryo freeze, and then I thought I could get him because he turned his back towards me, but I died anyways. But lucky enough for me, there's a Mei that res me. And as you see right here, I put an ice wall, so I want to take damage, and then I went after this Genji, just because he's really good against Genji, because he can't reflect your freeze spray right back at you. He can reflect your icicles back at you, but not your freeze spray. But Unfortunately, he got away from me just because he can move, you know, really fast. And then during the second part, sometimes I change from Mei just to, if I'm not playing with Mei like very well and I can't get in there or use my ultimate effectively, which her ultimate's really hard to use. Just to let you guys know, but if I have my ultimate, I usually try to save it and try to use it at least once before I switch out. But that's, you know, that's just me. So right here, I'm just following my teammates. I see the Roadhog is going left. I mean, the Reinhardt, not Roadhog. And, you know, I follow him and I see I have my ultimate, so I'm going to use it right here because they're grouped up. And then, I mean, her ultimate's hard to use because it's hard to get multiple people with it, because when people hear it, they can usually escape it. But it will work well with other people's ultimate. And then right there, you see me put an ice wall up because I get trapped, and then I'm able to take cover and take out this Widowmaker. We'll kind of take her out. And then, again, you see right there, guys, I put another ice wall out because there's a turret shooting at me, so I didn't want to take damage from it. And then I go into my cryo-freeze and heal up a little bit more. And then once we take over the control point, I put an ice wall either on that side or this side so they can only come in from one direction. And usually that means you can control the point and take it over. And like I said, if you know you can block off one entrance, then you should have an easier time taking over their control point. And, you know, if you're playing on a really good team, which I was and we were able to do. So here I'm going to give you again some more examples of going left and what to expect. So right here I didn't see another Symmetra. I guess there wasn't one on this team. But there is a Torborn, or however you say his fucking name. So I take out his turret the best I can, and then I'm trying to take out these other characters because I know I have backup behind me. And we're able to take over this point. Now here's the Symmetra. She's set up over here by the bridge. So if you ever get to this point, make sure you look for her turrets next to that bridge or somewhere in that control point area. But again, right here, guys, I'll show you another example. I'll put up the ice wall, and there is Symmetra turrets right in here. So what you want to do is kill all the turrets and then go into your cryo-freeze so you can heal yourself. Right here, I saw my teammate was in some trouble, so I helped him out with the with some backup. Now that's really Mei's plan right there. It's the backup characters, not really take characters one-on-one, but she can. She can take on characters, you know, one-on-one, but with like any good team or any good player, you're more effective if you're with other teammates. Any character is going to get better if you're playing, if you have another teammate next to you. So here's another example of me going left. Here's the Symmetra that I was looking for. Able to freeze her and then take her out with my, you know, secondary shot, which is the icicle. And then right up here, there's a turret shooting me, so you know, I back away. I know there's a healing thing right here, so I wait for that. And then as well, I can use my cryo-freeze to, you know, heal myself, and I can use the ice wall to block off any enemies trying to come in on at me. Especially this, what's his name? It's Zenyatta. So, you know, I take care of him, or he backs away, and then I try to take out this turret. So I can, so people can actually get on to the point. And right here comes a Mercy, and I take care of her, which is on her part is kind of dumb going against a Mei, just because she can go into cryo form and, you know, heal herself. And then again, this is an excellent place to look for her Symmetra's teleport. And that's usually where people put it, and I would suggest not putting it there. I will make a Symmetra video and show you a better place to put that teleporter. And right there you see the Mercy got me. And right here, I'm just showing you what to expect right when you come out. You know, look for snipers on top of that bridge and maybe a Pharah floating over above you, just in case. And again, I put an ice wall up, and then there's a, you know, the symmetric turns you gotta look out for, and then you take care of that, and that's pretty much it, guys. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Again, this isn't, you know, how to be MLG Pro with Mei or anything like that. This is just helpful tips for either new players to Overwatch that are looking for a character to play as, which again, I think Mei is a very underrated character. I think she can even be, I think at some point once this game gets older and more people play it or play more of it and play different characters more often, I think you'll see Mei in the pro circuits doing a lot of work. But again, guys, this is just to give you some tips on how to play as Mei and how to use her abilities and stuff like that. But that's gonna do it for me, guys. Hopefully this video was helpful. You know, that's the only thing that's why I'm making these videos. Hopefully it helps somebody, and you know, that's pretty much it. But again, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll check you guys out later.